If I could have the power to, I'd say no one should say it, because it's something that just was never meant to be positive towards anyone.
Personally, when I hear like stories about family members and loved ones getting told that as a negative way, it makes me think about how it shouldn't be used in general and how people should educate themselves and why not to use it, because there are situations where people will say, well, sometimes they'll be like, it's just a word. Well, really, there's history and past, and people should know not to and understand why not to.
We had like 2 teachers that said it in the school. Immediately, I felt triggered. I was like, this is not a teacher that respects me or my skin color. So it was just like, oh, I hope me and her don't have a difficult time. I already know she doesn't like us based off of her saying the N-word. And, yeah.
I don't think I could learn from a teacher who used the N-word in any context, because I just feel uncomfortable. I'd feel distracted the whole class. My mind would just be racing, because I just really would want an understanding on why they said it, and I'll end up having to change classes, or change the teachers at least. I wouldn't be able to be in there anymore.
You are not part of that history. You are not feeling what ancestors felt when they were called that word, or when articles came out saying that word, to inhumanize them and treat them like animals. Like, you were not a part of it to say it. And like, if you have Black friends and you're saying it, that's what's your point of saying it? Like, you don't know what that word means.
Just stay away from the word at all costs in the school. There's no need, even if it's in a book. You know the history behind that word. You know how it can affect some students, especially if they've been through racial problems, if they've been like treated wrong because of their race. That would have a lot of significance towards them.
I wouldn't want a teacher to read it out loud. I would like them to have, like, if they know that's in the lesson, before, go into lesson and be like, okay, there's a word in here and it's has a very strong meaning. This is a secret code for it. So if anytime we come across it, let's just have a secret code, or just don't say it.
If there was like the N-word in a movie or in a book, the teacher should talk to the class about like if there should be a discussion, to make sure that everybody is comfortable with having a discussion. When I've had discussions like that in the past, or just discussions over racial issues, I think that was helpful, because you can get everybody's point and like everybody's opinion in the room on that topic.
I personally, in an English class this year, it was in one of the plays we read just from the time period, and the teacher was like, nobody's gonna be saying this, it's not like needed, and we read the book, and like I don't think I like learned less because we weren't saying it when we were like acting out the play. I just think that's how it should happen. It doesn't need to be said.
Teachers who are not of Black descent, who are not Black, who don't identify yourself as Black, you have Black students, and I feel like you should value your Black students' opinions and feelings when you mention that word, because you're actually hurting your Black students when they hear you say that word.
I feel like it influences the classroom in a very negative way, because it's like it has not created like a awkward atmosphere. Now, like, okay, now students don't know how to feel about one another, because it's like, if the teacher said the N-word, what are they thinking? Do they say it? Are they saying it around their friends? Like, ooh, like, do other teachers say it? It makes things awkward, not just one class, but in other classes, especially if like we have to tackle books that are based off like, discrimination, police brutality, and things like that. Like, ooh, is the teacher gonna read the word? Are they gonna say it? So it makes the atmosphere very, like bad. It's not good. It's not a very good learning atmosphere.
I think that we need to have conversations about the N-word and race in general, because I think a lot of times school districts and staff members avoid topics like that because it causes them discomfort, but why does it cause you discomfort? That shouldn't be something that we shy away from, and it allows for more understanding.
I feel like schools are spaces where things need to be taught, obviously, and so that's why we should bring in these conversations and include everyone in them and get different perspectives.
We know the significance of the word, and it's important for us to have conversations about the history and the evolution behind the N-word, but you don't need to say it.